Here goes tournament time and I got my bull shined. I gotta go, 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 go.
Get exposed.
Get the boat, man, it's time to go. Grab your baits and fishing poles. Fill the tank and then hit the road till you're in that fishing hole. Made up my mind, I'm no weekend warrior, I'm a pro. Fishing professional, and when I'm fishing, man, my goal is to win. I won't stop until I'm in that circle with legends like Rick Clunner, Kevin Van Dam. I got that Skeet Reese, I got that carrot stick. Man, if y'all see me on the lake, better make way and pray my motor quits, cause I won't know.
Okay, here with a winner, Lowrance Blue Rock Blitz, the first one in Victoria.
Very happy.
You never know, that might be a trivia question in the future. No doubt it will be, actually.
Yeah, when Aussie Bass Nation's right up there, it could be a trivia question in years to come.
So it's the obvious question. You had a good time?
Loved it. This dam is just, I'm over the moon with the dam. I'd literally never been here. I rocked up Thursday night, about 11 o'clock Thursday night, rolled the swag out, watched the moon over the dam. It's just pretty as. Got up in the morning, went out, had a look. It's just a beautiful dam. It's like, it's clean. It smells clean. It's just a beautiful dam with lots of fish in it.
It's got a huge amount of fish in it, actually. Guys are talking about catching 30, 40 bass. Years to come, it's going to be brilliant.
There's look, when these, and they fight pretty hard for their size here. The big one I got yesterday was, well, I basically was fishing locked up drags because I didn't think there was anything in here that could give me enough curry to bust 10-pound or straight trebles. That fish there, if the hooks had pulled on that fish, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So, and it was a strong enough fish for me to have that split second think of, uh-oh, I'm in trouble here. Yeah, so they're definitely fighting above their weight class.
Well, that's exciting. That's really good. It shows how healthy the system is. There's a lot of insect food out there, I've heard. There's not a lot of real small sort of shrimp or anything.
There's little bait fish. Whether they're baby redfin or not, we don't know, but they're probably about maybe 12 or 15 mil long, and they're in little packs, and then I think the reddies are hunting them. And then I think the bass are hunting the reddies as well. So I think a bit of food chain action going on. Similar, I said it before, but it's similar to what I think happens in yellow belly dams. The redfin eat the little fish, the yellow eat the redfin, and that was my approach here. Once I realised how the size of the redfin after Friday and what they were eating, I just started throwing lures that I would catch yellow belly with in a redfin dam.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So let's go into the technique in full detail if we can.
No worries. Well, pre-fish, the guys that fished the kayak comp up here quite a while back, I was actually pre-fishing the Bass Nation Grand Final at Glenbourne, and there was Mick Skinner and Dave Mann. They were camping right next to me, and Dave did really well here in the kayak event. So we're having a few beverages by the fire and just talking about life, the universe and everything, and he told me what he was using up here, or down here, sorry. So he was using the dressed jackals and doing really well on them, and that sort of sat in the back of the head. So on Friday, I was throwing a jackal a lot, and after I saw all the redfin, I was throwing basically ones that imitate a redfin, like peacock bass, and there's another one that looks almost dead on for a redfin. I just can't remember the colour pattern off the top of my head. And that was working well too, and I got 2 good fish on the pre-fish, which I was really happy about.
We actually got the photos of that, so
yeah, no, that was really good to get those 2 fish on the boat. And then I started hearing how tough it was, so I thought in the back of my head I'd sort of work something out that maybe not a lot had. I know a lot of boys were throwing the dressed jackals, but they might not necessarily have been doing that perfect little perchy, redfinny kind of colour. And I teamed the peacock bass. I didn't throw dressed. I threw it only on its own. It's got a massive amount of flash on it because it's like a reflective gold-green lure. But the other one, with the little one that almost looked like a redfin, I did throw that dressed, and both the biggest fish I got came on that one. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So, which part of the dam? Everyone seemed to go up to the timber. I saw the guys take off at a speedy 5 knots. But how far up did you go? Was it at the front here? Did you go right at the back?
It was about an hour at 5 knots from here. So on the pre-fish, I did all the areas down here. I caught a lot of small fish on hard bodies, just trying to rule things out as well as in. And then we basically, my area that I'd worked out, got my fish on the pre-fish, I hit that first thing yesterday morning for no result whatsoever. And then so I basically headed 40 minutes upriver and started working some sections, got 2 legal fish, then upgraded both those for the 2 good fish. And then this morning just idled up there for an hour, My non-boater had me 3 to 1, 3 to none, and then he cut off his lure and gave it to me to use. So yeah, that sort of stuff is just brilliant. Didn't help, but I was, for a long time, I was sort of like crying inside, because it's rare that your non-boater upgrades on you. So then I thought, well, I was looking at the time, and I thought, well, it was about 12:30 when I got the 2 on my Friday pre-fish. So came back down, and it was second cast in the same spot where I got those 2 fish on Friday. I got the one today, and it was at 12:15.
Bit of joy in the boat, no
doubt. Oh, that fish! Look, when I did the maths last night, I figured on the weights I was about a fish and a half in front. So I figured that if I got 1, I was still in with a chance, a fairly good chance. If I got 2, I didn't think there'd be anyone that could catch me unless they did what I did yesterday, got some really good fish. So having that 1 and talking to the guys and hearing that Was got his fish early as well up there, and then talking to Hodgie, and I saw his fish, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be so close. And in the end, it was 100 grams in it, so it was, yeah, very over the moon.
Well done, mate. Really appreciate it. Quickly, do you want to thank anyone?
Look, I say it a lot. Steve Duff builds my rods, and I was basically throwing a cod rod all weekend. It's a 3 to 6 kilo bait caster, around 20-pound braid on it, 10-pound leaders, because I was like doing pitch casts with these jackals into funny places and big long casts, because I didn't think there was anything that could hurt me. So I was basically using gear just to scull drag them with no give in it, so they couldn't even get the head down into a twig. Hindsight, I may not do that again, but it worked this time. And that rod that Duffy built me, yeah, it's an absolute little cracker. The guys at Tonic, Dougie he's helped me out with my sunglasses as well. And yeah, BLA have always looked after me over the years for my electronics and helped me, support me. I still pay for everything I use, of course, but yeah, they've been very supportive over the years.
Okay, we'll talk about Tonic for a second. They're a major supporter. This is the sort of place where you would use those sort of polarised lenses, because you actually have to sight fish the snags, don't you?
Oh yeah, look, it's you need the contrast in the water to see all the spindly timber, and the spindly timber in about 12 to 16, 18 feet was where we were catching the most fish. And if you had to sort of, we call them a bit of a lane, where I'd punch out a jackal as far as I could, and you'd be watching the spindly timber all the way through, and you'd be moving your rod tip to try and work the jackal around and through all this spindly timber to come back. And if you haven't got a decent set of sunnies on, it's not going to happen. You won't see it.
Fantastic, Dave. Well, congratulations. Great win. Are you coming to the championship?
Yes, I think so. It's a long year, and that's a pretty crazy time of year for what other stuff I do, but I'd love to say yes right now, but we'll wait and see how the year pans out. But all fingers and toes crossed, I'll definitely be there.
Good on you, Dave. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thanks guys for coming.
No worries.
Check us out at bassaustralia.com.au.